It's a special day that combines two of the most respected names in the automotive industry. For 84 years, there's the number, for 84 years the Bruner family has sold new cars in East Texas and now in the Hill Country. It was 5 years ago, almost to the day, that the first Toyota Tundra rolled off the assembly line in San Antonio, as Representative Keffer referenced, and now Toyota is the most respected truck name in the state of Texas. Speaking of a trusted name, let me tell you this, and going back to Baylor also, the Bruners have been awarded the Large Business of the Year Award by the Hankamer School of Business at Baylor University. They'll be recognized at a very nice banquet coming up on November 9th. So join me, Bears, Longhorns, Hart and Simmons alike, in congratulating the Bruners for this tremendous honor. We look forward to that event, and now we look forward to hearing from the president of Bruner Toyota. Join me in welcoming to the podium and the microphone our good friend, Greg Bruner.
Yeah, John and I, we're such a well-oiled machine. I left my notes. I said, I'll just use yours. So we'll just make that work. Thank you so very much for everybody making the tremendous effort to come out on a pretty cool and damp day. And hopefully here in about 30 minutes, we're just going to let it rain and let it rain and let it rain. So really very much appreciate you coming out on this very special day. You know, many years ago, I was kind of reflecting on preparing my comments, and it dawned on me, probably about 15 years ago, I met a gentleman that I'll introduce to you here in just a few minutes, Mr. Paul Bennett, at a National Auto Dealer Convention. And I went over to the Toyota display and said, I sure would like to become a Toyota dealer. How would I go about that? Well, here we are in 2007, and we had the very rare opportunity of expanding our footprint in a mid-sized Central Texas town through the acquisition of Holly Toyota. And now, here we are just a few short years after that, and we're having the opportunity to break ground on a brand new Toyota facility. So I thought it was very important that you guys understand that this is not something that just happened a few years ago or a couple of days ago, but it's actually been a dream and a vision that we've had for many years. About the same time that many of these same Toyota dignitaries that we have with us today were in San Antonio to celebrate the opening of the Tundra production line in San Antonio. So my point of all of that is dreams do come true, not only for Bruner but for Toyota, both firmly rooted in Texas. We both have a very proud heritage. As was mentioned, yes, my great-grandfather was the first Bruner to sell cars in 1927 in a filling station in Kearns, Texas, near Corsicana. My father, Dwayne, opened his first dealership in Wolf City and then moved to Stephenville in 1969. I do represent the fourth generation of Bruners to manage and own car dealerships. While we've grown up in the car business, Toyota has gone from just being a car company to opening a Tundra and Tacoma plant just 187 miles from Brown County. The Tundra has, for 6 years in a row, been voted most dependable truck, not only in Texas, but America. And that is quite a statement. So we are Texas proud of our partnership with Toyota. So in 2007, we opened for business here in Brown County. Now, many of you may know the story behind the name of our corporation, but if you don't, I'd like to share that with you. The name of our corporation is 621 Heartland Partners. We're grateful, very grateful to God for all that He has blessed us with, and so 621 represents Matthew 6:21, which says, where your treasure is, there shall your heart be also. We really feel like that the Lord has led us here to establish business with our employees in this great community, and at the same time we understand that we're just temporary stewards of what we have. Heartland reflects the Central Texas area as not only just Heartland of Texas, but Heartland of America. And Partners represents our fine group of owners. And partners like our general manager, Jim Stanley, who prove every single day that we can accomplish far more together than we can individually. So at this time, I would like to introduce our ownership and the Heartland partners to you. So I'm going to ask for you to stand if you don't mind, so everybody can get a good look at you. Jim's really loving this point. First of all, I'd like to introduce my father, Dwayne, and my mother, his wife, Carolyn, my wife, Linda, our general manager, Jim Stanley, and his wife, Jody, and our other partners, Tony Fincannon and Rick Messenger. Let's give them a round of applause. Tony's wife, Glenda, and Rick's wife, Debbie, were not able to make the trip today, but we certainly miss them and give them our best. You know, our employees are the greatest that we have. They work very hard every day to create world-class satisfaction. And just one employee, I know I can get in trouble for introducing one out of the whole group, but I would like to introduce one employee to you today, because you know, Bert, if you're still working up to that Toyota, this is the guy you need to know. So, Michael McDonald, would you please stand? Michael and Shelley, if you'll stand with him. Shelley's his wife. So, thank you. Michael is our Toyota sales manager. Thank you. Now, I need to tell you just a little bit more because it's all part of the story. Michael has many, many years of Toyota experience, and so he brings with him a wealth of experience. But here's the best part. A few years ago, he and Shelley had a child, and they were thinking, you know, we would like to live in a community that's a little slower pace, a little more relaxed atmosphere, and a great place to raise a family. And you know what? It's been a great, great fit, and we're very pleased to have the McDonald family living right here in Brown County. So great to have you. And Dad always said, you know, I always have to quote Dad. Dad always said, a brand such as Toyota earns the trust of the customers. They ultimately trust because of the person whose name is on the building. And we take that very seriously. But let me tell you a little bit about Toyota, because it's how you react when you're in a crisis. The moment of truth that defines who you are and what you're really about. A couple of years ago, the Toyota family experienced very difficult circumstances. Toyota responded swiftly to take incredible care of all of its customers because Toyota cares. In those challenging days, Toyota lived up to its reputation of unmatched customer service and commitment. And just this year, when the tsunami and earthquake brought unparalleled destruction and tragedy, which disrupted the flow of cars and parts, Toyota again stepped up with a relentless commitment, taking special efforts and to have resources to take care of their customers and their dealers, just such as ours. For those reasons, it is so obvious to me why we're so proud to be part of the Toyota family. And it's that level of commitment that they bring today. So today, we're celebrating the start of an even brighter future for Toyota in Brown County and the Hill Country. Toyota provides our greatest opportunity of growth. With its amazing product line, we anticipate that we will attract customers not only from the area, but from across the state. We'll generate business for our restaurants, gas stations, and hotels. Toyota's slogan that you've heard is moving forward. I'm proud to tell you that Bruner Toyota is moving forward today. Very proud of that. At this time, I would like to make a special presentation to commemorate today's special event. Just as first responders saved so many lives in Japan during their national crisis, our area fire departments protect so much in the same way. Firefighters across the state of Texas and right here in our area have valiantly fought wildfires this year to protect our communities. So to show our partnership and our respect for these firefighters, we're partnering today with Toyota to give $5,000 to the fire departments of Brownwood and Early. So at this time, I would like to invite Dale Albright, Fire Chief, and I think Chad is here with you. Come on up, Chad. And then Travis Oath, Volunteer Chief of the Volunteer Fire Department of Early, to join us on stage for a little presentation.